If an individual is heterozygous for both characters as in F1 in Mendelian dihybrid inheritance is test crossed with the double recessive, the phenotypic ratio obtained is. Okay, it sounds a little bit scary, right? But it is very simple. Let me tell you how. If an individual is heterozygous means it has two different alleles for one trait. For example, we'll take capital A is for tall and small a is for dwarf. Okay. So capital A, small a, because we are representing tall with capital A, it means it is a dominant character. And he has given it is a heterozygous individual. Heterozygous means there should be one capital A and there should be one small a. So one capital A and small a together will make a heterozygous individual. Okay. Now we are saying that tall, we are representing it with capital A. So it is a dominant character. And small a, we are representing that with dwarf. So that automatically becomes the recessive characters. And the recessive characters are always suppressed by the dominant character. So now here one dominant character is present, one recessive character is present. So the recessive is suppressed by the dominant and heterozygous tall we will have here. This individual will be heterozygous tall. Now he is saying for both characters means only height is not one character. There is some other character also present. It could be any characters, but for our understanding we are taking simple characters here. Okay. So there are two characters. First character we took in consideration here is height. Okay. Now we'll take another character into consideration. For example, let's take flower color. Okay. So we have flower color, which is the second character, and we'll represent it with capital B and a small b. Capital B means we are taking a capital letter here, so it becomes a dominant character. So that we'll take it as a white color. So white color, it is the dominant character color. And we are taking small b here, so it becomes the recessive character. And let's take this recessive as yellow color. Okay. So now he's saying that individual is heterozygous. So heterozygous means there should be one capital and one small b, right? So this is again heterozygous. When we put both of these characters together, it becomes capital A, small a, capital B, small b. Because here in question he is referring, heterozygous for both characters, right? So we'll have to take height also and flower color also. So this is our main individual here, who is having tall height and is having white flowers, because this capital B dominant character will dominate the recessive character. So it is a tall plant with white colored flowers. And this is the F1 generation according to the question. See, as in F1 in Mendelian dihybrid inheritance. See, he is saying dihybrid. Dihybrid means we take two characters in that cross, right? And this F1, it is test crossed with the double recessive. Okay, so basically there are two types of crosses. One is back cross, one is test cross. Back cross means that progeny, that F1 generation that you are getting, we cross it with one of its parents. That is known as the back cross. But if we are crossing this F1 generation with a double recessive individual. Now double recessive means, see, there is two terms here, double and recessive. Recessive means it will be small letters. Double means they are twice present, right? So we'll denote it as small a, small b, small b. So this becomes the double recessive individual. Okay. So when we are crossing the F1 generation with a double recessive individual, it is known as the test cross. So now he is saying that we are crossing this F1 generation with the double recessive individual, right? So now he wants us to tell the phenotypic ratio. Phenotypic ratio means phenotype is the characters that are observable and they are controlled by the genetic constitution of the organism. That is known as the phenotype, right? And we have two types of ratio, phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio. Genotype is the genetic constitution of the organism, but he is only asking us of the phenotypic ratio, like what all type of plants will be present and in what ratio will they be present. Okay, so for that we have to do a dihybrid cross. First we'll have to form the gametes for that. Now for us this capital A, small a, capital B, small b is the first parent and small a, small b is the second parent. Let's take this is a female, this is a male. So now we have to form the gametes first, right? So capital A, small a, capital B, small b. In easy way you can form the gametes. I'll tell you a trick. Okay. So 4 gametes will form all in all. So first we'll form, write capital A, small a, small a. Now next we'll write down small b, capital B, small b. Okay. So these are our gametes for the female parent. Now we have to form gametes for the male parent also. So we have a small a, small b, small b. Now 4 gametes we need to form because they all are the same. We'll form it as small a, small b, small a, small b, small a, small b, small a, small b. Because there is only 2 varieties present. No, small a and small b. So similar type of 4 gametes will be formed. Now we have to do the cross. We'll draw a Punnett square for this. Okay, now we'll write down the female gametes first, which are capital A, small b, capital A, capital B, small a, capital B, small a, small b. And now here we'll write down the male characters. Okay, now let's differentiate them so we are not confused. So small a, small b, then again small a, small b, small a, small b, and again small a, small b. Now we'll have to make a cross between them. Okay. So capital A, small b, small b. This is the first one. Okay. Next we have is capital A, capital B, small b. Then again we have small a, capital B, small b. Then again we have small a, small b, small b. Then next we have to cross with this character and this character. Capital A, small b, small b. Then again we have capital A, capital B, small b. Then again we have small a, small a. Then capital A, capital B, small b. You have to be very careful when we are doing dihybrid cross because you will get confused. Okay. So see properly and write down the characters properly. Then next we have small a and small b, small b. Then we'll again cross with this capital A, small b, small b. Capital A, small b. Sorry, capital B here we have, right? Capital B, small b. Then small a, capital B, small b. Small a, small b, small b. Then next we have again capital A, small b, small b. Capital A, capital B, small b. Then again we have small a, capital B, small b. Small a, small b and small b. Okay. Now let's write down the phenotype. What all are we observing here? What type of plants, what type of progeny we are getting here? So in phenotype, we can see that there is a capital A, capital B, small b. Okay, we'll write down. So in capital A, small b, capital A, small a, capital B, small b. Now we have the dominant characters here. So they'll dominate the recessive character. And then we'll get capital A is for tall and capital B is for white. So how many of such type are present? Capital A, capital B, small b. These 4 are present. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 such types we are getting. Tall, white, flowered plant. Now next we have capital A, small b, small b. Okay, here both are recessive characters. Now remember, when recessive characters are in the homozygous form, homozygous means both the letters present are same, small b, they are same letters, right? So if they are present when they are same, small b or small a, in the homozygous form only the recessive character can be expressed. Okay, now we have capital A here and small a here. Capital A, of course, it will dominate again and we'll get tall. But here we have recessive character, but they are present in homozygous form. 2 similar characters are present. So we'll have yellow colored flowers. And this also, how many are present? Capital A, small b, 4 are present. Right? So 4 such plants will be obtained. Now next we have is small a, capital B, small b. Now that small a, capital B, small b. Now here small a is present in the homozygous recessive form. So small a is for dwarf. Okay. And next one is capital B, small b. Capital B is a dominant character. It will dominate the recessive character and we will get white colored flowers. Okay, and how many such plants are we getting? We are getting 4 such plants. Now next type we have is small b, small b. Right? Now small b, they are both recessive, right? They are homozygous recessive. So we are getting dwarf yellow colored flowers wala plant. And how many such plants are present? 4 such plants are present. Now, these are the total genotypes we have. And from those genotypes, we made out the phenotype also. Now, what is the ratio of these 4? It is 4:4:4:4. But this ratio should be represented in its simplest form. Right? We can cancel out this 1. 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4. So we'll cancel it out, right? So in its simplest form, it can be represented as 1:1:1:1. So the phenotypic ratio is 1:1:1:1. So which one of the options is matching? The second option is matching with our answer. So the second option is the right answer. Yes, I know this is a lengthy process and it is very sometimes confusing to make out this genotypes in the dihybrid cross, but it is not difficult. We can do it with practice and with concentration. It is one of the easiest and the scoring sums. Okay, so don't get scared of this. Try to make it out with a cool mind. And please be careful about what type of letter is present. It is a capital letter or a small letter, because the small letter or a capital letter will decide what is the phenotype and the genotype of the organism. So be careful when writing down the letters. And according to this, our answer should be 1:1:1:1 phenotypic ratio.